You've been sold a lie. The dream of passive income. A fantasy of money flowing into your account while you sleep, do nothing, and sip cocktails on a beach. It's an alluring image, isn't it? But it's also a dangerous myth, a distraction from where real, lasting wealth is built. The internet is flooded with so-called gurus flashing screenshots of their dashboards, a chaotic mess of green numbers and affiliate links, promising you financial freedom for the price of their next course. But true wealth isn't loud. It's quiet. It isn't passive. It's leveraged. Let's shatter this illusion. What you're seeing online, that frantic hustle for clicks and commissions, isn't the path. It's a hamster wheel disguised as a ladder. The constant content creation, the endless social media management, the daily grind to keep the algorithm happy, that isn't passive. It's just a different kind of job, often one with a terrible boss, the unforgiving, ever-changing digital landscape. You trade your time for trickles of income, always on the verge of burnout, always one algorithm change away from zero. This isn't freedom. It's a digital prison. The real game, the one played by the people who build generational wealth, isn't about being passive. It's about creating and controlling systems. It's about leverage. Forget the myth of money for nothing. Let's talk about what actually works. Instead of thinking about passive income, I want you to start thinking about asymmetric outcomes and infinite leverage. This is the difference between working for your money and having systems, capital, and people work for you, amplifying your every move. Imagine a massive, intricate machine. Its gears are made of capital, money that is deployed strategically, not just spent. Its circuits are glowing neural networks, representing a highly skilled team, each member a master of their craft, all aligned with a single vision. This machine isn't running on your personal energy. It's powered by well-designed systems, by code, by media, and by strategic alliances. While the passive income dreamer is manually turning a small crank, the leveraged builder is at the control panel of a colossal engine, expanding their influence across a dark, infinite horizon. This is the fundamental shift in mindset. You don't want to be a cog in the machine. You want to be the architect of the machine. Your goal isn't to do less work, but to make your work count for more, infinitely more. It's about finding points of leverage where a single action, a single decision, can create a cascade of positive results. Think of it like this. You can spend your life carrying buckets of water from the river, or you can spend a fraction of that time building an aqueduct. One is a life of labor. The other is a legacy of leverage. So what does this look like in practice? True leverage makes it appear as if you're doing nothing. It looks passive, but it is anything but. Behind the serene facade, there is a symphony of coordinated, high-impact activity. Imagine a sleek, modern building with frosted glass walls. You can't see the details, only ghostly silhouettes moving with speed and precision. This is the invisible machinery of wealth in motion. It's the team of engineers refining the code that serves millions. It's the legal team structuring deals that unlock new markets. It's the media machine that amplifies a single message into a global conversation. The work has already been done. It was done in the initial design, in the careful hiring, in the creation of an unbreakable company culture, and in the relentless optimization of every process. The owner of this system isn't idle. They are thinking, strategizing, and making the critical decisions that steer the entire operation. Their input is minimal in time but maximal in impact. This is the art of active management disguised as passive results. It's about building a system so robust that it continues to function and grow, seemingly on its own. It's not magic, it's superior design. This brings us to the concept of asymmetric outcomes. This is where the real magic happens. Asymmetry means your potential upside is vastly greater than your potential downside. While the passive income chaser is looking for a steady 5% return, the leveraged operator is hunting for opportunities with 100x potential. They understand that in a networked world, success isn't linear, it's exponential. Picture a shimmering, geometric fractal. It starts with a single, simple shape. But as it replicates, it explodes into a pattern of breathtaking complexity and scale, eventually forming an entire futuristic skyline. This is the power of the network effect. It's what happens when you create something that becomes more valuable as more people use it. A product, a platform, a piece of media. Your initial investment of time and energy creates the first piece of the fractal. The network does the rest. Your risk is capped at that initial investment, but your potential reward is, for all practical purposes, limitless. This is the holy grail. You are no longer trading time for money. You are creating an asset that generates value independent of your direct, hour-to-hour involvement. And what does all this leverage and asymmetry buy you? It buys you the ultimate luxury, optionality. True wealth isn't about owning a garage full of supercars. It's about having the freedom to choose, the power to say no, and the control over your own time and destiny. It's about designing your life with intention. Imagine a solitary, sun-drenched sanctuary, a minimalist space with clean lines and open vistas, where light and shadow dance across the floor. This isn't a physical place, it's a state of being. It's the mental clarity that comes from knowing your systems are running, your wealth is growing, and your time is your own. This is the opposite of the passive income trap, where you are constantly beholden to platforms you don't control. With a leveraged system, you have control. You own the asset. You own the customer list. You own the brand. This gives you the option to pivot, to sell, to scale, or to simply let it run while you focus on what truly matters to you, be it a new venture, your family, or a philanthropic cause. Optionality is the freedom from being forced into any single path. It is the ultimate expression of sovereignty. Ultimately, your success in this game comes down to two things: identity and incentives. Who are you, and how do you align the incentives of others with your goals? The world's most effective operators are masters of this. They don't command, they influence. They don't manage, they lead. Think of a global web of light pulsing across a dark marble boardroom table, connecting the silent power centers of the world. This represents the power of a shared identity and perfectly aligned incentives. When you build a team, you aren't just hiring for skill, you are recruiting believers. People who share your vision and are intrinsically motivated to see it succeed. When you structure a deal, you ensure that everyone involved wins when the venture wins. This creates a powerful, self-reinforcing ecosystem. Your identity as a leader and a visionary becomes your most powerful asset. People don't work for your company, they join your mission. This is how you build a loyal, world-class team that operates with the precision of a special forces unit, even when you're not in the room. Your identity sets the vision, the incentives drive the execution. So let's discard the noise and focus on the quiet truth. The path to real, enduring wealth isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not passive. It is a deliberate, strategic process of building leverage. It is a game of intellectual and creative architecture. A single, razor-thin line of gold light carving through the darkness, revealing the intricate blueprint of true authority. This line represents a clear, focused strategy built on the principles of leverage, asymmetry, and control. It's the understanding that your greatest asset is your ability to think, to design systems, and to inspire others. Forget the fantasy of passive income. Embrace the reality of leveraged creation. Build systems. Acquire capital. Assemble talent. Own the platform. This is how you create not just an income stream, but an empire. A calm, quiet, powerful empire of your own making, standing against a breathtaking black and gold horizon. This is the real path to freedom. Thank you for watching. If this shift in perspective resonated with you, subscribe for more insights into the principles of true wealth and leverage. The real work begins now.